Hi, this is Valerie McConnell at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. I'd like to let you know today is the WBC Council, and we have Sugar Ray Leonard speaking on what Muhammad Ali means to me. We are here on the red carpet, and we are live in the beautiful Caesar's Palace where it all began.
This is very special to me, by the way. Extremely special to me, because I was asked to talk about what Muhammad Ali meant to me. And my initial thoughts were about executing the perfect left jab that he had, or exhibiting his incredible moves of an eloquent dancer, or displaying his incredible hand speed that is a blessing for every fighter. And you're born with that. You're blessed with speed. You can't teach that. So you either have it or you don't. Ali was a champion that was willing to take on any opposition in the ring, even though the odds at sometimes were not necessarily in his favor. Muhammad Ali epitomized greatness in and out of the ring. His epic battles with Sonny Liston, Joe Frazier, George Foreman, Ken Norton, and many other great fighters are labeled in boxing history as some of the greatest matchups in the world. I mean, each one as great as the other, depending upon what boxing fan you ask. The fact is, they were all great moments in boxing history. As a young boxer at the tender age of 14, I tried so hard to emulate Muhammad Ali. I mean, I watched his fights over and over and over again. And as I got older, I was able to somewhat perfect my jab. I mean, it's pretty good. I eventually was able to move around the ring, bring generalship gracefully. And at certain times, certain occasions, I would talk a little smack, talk a little trash. But one thing I couldn't perfect, and I'm still working on that. I'm not giving up. And that is trying to be pretty. Only Muhammad Ali is pretty. When I finally met Muhammad Ali, he gave me the best constructive advice in the world. And that was to not only be the best man in the ring, but be the best man outside that ring. I mean, that was priceless advice, which I still heed. I remember meeting Muhammad Ali in Washington, D.C., just before the 1976 Olympics. I was 19 years old at the time. And I presented him with an award. And when he sat down beside me, because we were having dinner, I stopped breathing. He took my breath away. Now just picture this, I mean, just visualize this. My idol, my role model, my champ, sitting beside me, and we're about to have dinner, by the way. And I had a million questions to ask him. But I couldn't think of one. My mind went blank. And all of a sudden, I was hungry again. I wasn't hungry again, I'm sorry. I wasn't hungry because I was just so excited. But what I really was thinking about, I was thinking about which utensil to use first, because they had so many damn utensils all over the place. And see, at my house, we have one. We either have a spoon or we have a fork. So what I did, I waited for the greatest of all time to show me the true meaning of etiquette. And boy, he did that. He showed me. He grabbed his roll, his bun, dumped it into the gravy. It was I ate it. Thanks, champ. And by the way, I still do that. I mean, there were so many moments that I had with Muhammad Ali. And as I've gotten older, I began to appreciate what he brought not only into the ring, but into the world. Ali, a young man, at the peak of his boxing career, whose prime time in boxing was taken away from him because of his stand against racial inequality, his moral and spiritual beliefs. I cannot think of any champion, myself included, that will give up something so precious, something that every fighter in here would die for, and that is that championship belt. That championship belt. That belt, my belt, our belts, means so much to us for standing up for what he believed in meant more. And that says a lot about a man's character. Most people think that boxing is an individual sport. I mean, that is nothing further than from the truth, because we as fighters need a great team around us to maintain our legacy, to stay on the right road, to keep things in perspective. And I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge Muhammad Ali, who was an incredible woman, who was a major asset, always in Ali's corner. And talking about corners, I want to say that I knew that I made it in boxing in 1981 when Muhammad Ali walked into my training camp, right here at Caesar's Palace, for my first fight against Tommy Hearns. I mean, can you imagine that? Your hero stopping by to check you out, to check on you. I don't want to get too emotional here, but in conclusion, I've been in this game for over 50 years, and I've been blessed with this incredible career, life, success, and none of this, absolutely none of this would have been possible if those doors that were always locked were not open, were now opened by Muhammad Ali. My life would not be what it is today without him. Simply put, if there was no Muhammad Ali, there wouldn't be a Sugar Ray Leonard. I love you, champ. I miss you. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. God bless.